This is Mr. Royce Media, coming at you guys with another video. This video is kind of piggyback off the last one they did about the young man who was stressing himself out about things he couldn't control, things and people, and the amount of time and energy he was wasting being frustrated about things that didn't make sense. In this video, I'm going to go into a different direction. I'm going to talk about the importance of achieving and maintaining the best mental health you can. In full disclosure, I am a military combat veteran. I deployed a couple times, and I've dealt with issues of PTSD. And as a veteran dealing with PTSD, I've taken steps to learn how to manage it, to learn how to manage what I have to deal with as a person who has post-traumatic stress disorder. The best way to kind of describe post-traumatic stress disorder is that when you are faced with dangerous or traumatic situations, your brain does things to help you prepare to deal with danger. It either goes into fight or flight. Your senses heighten. You remember certain things so that in the future you know how to deal with traumatic incidents, different things like that. Well, what happens is your mind kind of gets stuck to where you're not only reliving different things over from that traumatic situation, those traumatic incidents, but your brain gets you get to where it will save you in future traumatic situations, but it's hard to turn off. Once it turns on, it can be difficult to turn some of those things off, and your mind, certain things trigger it to remember things over and over, and you begin to involuntarily respond to different triggers. So sometimes the symptoms subside, sometimes they don't, and when they don't, you need coaching, you need help to learn how to make the adjustments. You need instruction. Some people even need medication. All of that depends on various factors, and it differs from person to person. I know I've taken steps to deal with the issues of post-traumatic stress disorder, and one thing I've learned is that it never goes away, but how you manage it going forward is important, because how you manage it impacts people directly and indirectly, people around you in your family, people you work with, people you encounter, people that don't even know you. They can be impacted directly or indirectly by your management of post-traumatic stress disorder. So now most post-traumatic stress disorder does not come from military combat situations, because most people are not military veterans. That being said, the post-traumatic stress disorder can happen in a lot of things. I'm of the belief that many people involved in gangs, many in gang violence, many police officers, many people in public safety, people who are victims of traumatic sexual incidents, all suffer from some type of PTSD. And It's how I even believe that after women have babies, what we're calling postpartum depression is actually more along the lines of post-traumatic stress disorder. From what I'm learning, I see similarities. So, the thing is that, many people experience it all over the world. And the thing is that everybody is affected by it differently, and how they deal with it is different. Some people, can, with time, their symptoms subside. And some people, without help, their symptoms never go away. I say this. I say this to state that it's important to manage mental health and to learn how to deal with stress. I mean, there's post-traumatic disorder, but there are other mental health conditions that people deal with, from anxiety, schizophrenic spectrum. Some people are dealing with autism spectrum. It's a lot of different things, and everybody's in need of some coaching some way, somehow, at some point. So, and I would say to young men out here who are watching this, even older men, if you care about yourself, do what you need to do to manage your mental health. Get the coaching, and if you need be, get the medication. We have to remove the stigma of people having issues with mental health. I know as veterans, with dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, you have a lot of people think we're going to go and snap at any moment and shoot up a place. And that's like 1%, probably less than 1% of all the veterans who are dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. Most people do what they can to manage it. Some people are dealing with depression and stuff from it, and there are people who are dealing with other underlying issues that they may need help dealing with. But most military veterans are not going to go shoot up a place or snap out and start fighting people and stuff like that. That's just not going to happen with most people, and we need to remove that stigma, that negative stigma. It was created by ignorance and media pushing things, and people pushing agendas, political agendas and stuff. I know myself, as a veteran and other veterans, we need to attack that. We need to actually take notes from the LGBT squad, how they're attacking a lot of negative views of them. We need to take some notes, and we need to go after negative views of military veterans, especially those dealing with PTSD. Well, anyway, if you're dealing with mental health issues, be it post-traumatic stress disorder or any other, get the coaching you need. If you need medication, get that. As far as medication, I know a lot of people are against medication, but I think that used properly, some great things can happen. And there are some things that are coming that are being discussed more, such as the use of psychedelics and stuff to treat post-traumatic stress disorder. I would like to see more research in the use of cannabis to deal with symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. I would like to see more studies done with stuff like that. I'd like to see more studies done with all of that stuff. We have to help people where we can and with the medicines that we can, both manufactured and both natural. The goal is to try to help people and put them in a better place so that they can function well in society. Anyway, take care of your mental health. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'm out.